All right, we're live because I'm a Luddite and I don't know how to actually just go directly live on Facebook. I'm a little tired because I don't know how to go directly live on YouTube without using StreamYard anymore. I had a thing set up for 3:30 that you probably saw. And this is like a separate stream. That one's like a zombie. So I'll give some people some time to come on in here. If I don't see a ton of people, I'll just go ahead and announce the winners, and then this will stay up on YouTube. And all of you fine folks out there will see it later. Hope everyone's doing well here. Looks like I have one person watching, so let me give this a moment here. Maybe I should post something on social media or something like that. Let me do that. It's my birthday. It's 29. One more year and it's all over, you know? Let me see. You know, what's weird here is also the social thing on YouTube doesn't work on my phone anymore. I have to go on a laptop to post something. Just seems like kind of a stupid thing. Let's see here. 5 people are watching. Okay, cool. Let me post something. I should have set up OBS, but I didn't. I really want to start streaming like video games soon. Again, let me know who's out there. How's everybody doing? Are you enjoying my birthday as much as I have been? Are you at work? If so, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, where's the little gear guy? YouTube Studio. This is riveting content, I'm sure. Playlist, comments, subtitles. Thank you. Thank you. In the office. I'm sorry. Your birthday rules, and yes, I'm at work. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, I do not have a normal 9-to-5 life anymore, which is pretty rad, but also kind of weird. I don't know how to put this on the friggin' post thing. They change this up all the time. If anybody knows, let me know, or just like tell your weird friends that I'm doing my live stream. There's a handful of people watching now, so get some more people in here. 5 people. 5 people. Yeah, I'll hang out for a couple minutes and talk, I guess. You know, maybe do a live collection update. How about that? I did get a lot of entries, which is really cool. So I'm going to do probably 3 winners. I've been going through and trying to pick out more stuff to send people. Yeah, like the winners, when you win, get in touch with me through the various means that are available. My email was posted on the initial contest video for this. If you want to crack that open if you win, and let me know. I had initial prizes that are all like death metal and heavy stuff, but if somebody wins that isn't necessarily into that, like I have enough music to share with the world, so I can do that. I've been listening to a lot of hip hop lately. I've got an extra Boogie Down Productions tape if anybody's interested in that. Any of the winners. All right. Talk about some of the stuff I've been listening to lately. I got that new Lawnmower Death. This was actually like expensive, and I could only find it on Amazon. It was an import. It was like over $20. I had some points, so I picked it up. It's worth it though. It's really good. It sounds a lot like the earlier stuff. It's a little less wacky than their previous like records. They did that weird pop punk record. I'm not counting that. But their first 2 albums, it's a little less all over the place in terms of like the genres they hop back and forth from. It's very thrash. It's very silly. Cleaned up a little bit. Like that guitar tone on the first record there is super heavy, like almost SOD heavy, ironically enough. It's a little bit of lighter side and a little bit more cleaned up, but still very like funny crossover thrash. Almost picked up like where they never left off, you know? Yeah, there's a music video for one of the songs on here that is like really bad CGI snails attacking each other in like a battle, like a war. Real goofy. Lots of fun. All right. Then I got the second Witchcraft. I loved this record way back when it came out. Firewood, you know, basically a band doing like pentagram worship kind of thing from Sweden. And what was the band that they went on after? They did another band after this that was actually more successful, I think. If you know, put it in the comments. Helsingin Graveyard. There's like one of these guys ended up in Graveyard. But yeah, I really like this record a lot. Their third record gets a little tepid. Merciful Fate, In the Shadows. Never owned this one. Never even really listened to it. I was mostly into like the first two, the classic ones, and the Nuns Have No Fun EP. This is really good. This is when they returned. It's great. Merciful Fate, you know, piercing vocals, traditional heavy metal, you know. This is Venom, Court of Death. This is a retrospective on a lot of the Tony Dolan stuff, and it's really good. I'm really starting to cape up for Tony Dolan. I really am. I'm starting to like it as much as the Chronos stuff, as wild as that sounds. Good shit. And I'm going to auction off actually one of these tapes as part of this. Not auction, but give one of these tapes as a prize. I got a Polish pressing of The Wastelands, so one of you lucky people out there will get this. We got 6 people watching. All right, cool. Consolidated, Myth of Rock. This is like industrial hip-hop from 1990. Super political, super leftist. They had a lot of like mixing up of samples of people just yelling at them at their concerts, like arguing with people. It's really fun. I've been listening to them a bunch lately. VHS, Screaming Mad Gore. I heard a lot about this band. I think they did a split with Ruin. People were talking them up for a while there, so I thought I'd pick this up. It's fun. It's a lot more thrash metal than I expected. I expected this to be more kind of gore grindy. There's certainly those kind of horror elements on it. It's good though. It's fun. It's kind of along the lines of Ghoul and stuff like that. That early Razorback stuff. I got the second Cyclone Temple release, Building Errors in the Machine. This is really good. They got a different vocalist on this one who's a lot more Hetfield sounding than the guy on I Hate Therefore I Am. So, you know, it's a little bit more typical. They're starting to lean into like more of a groove metal, like Pantera thing slightly, but still very like up-tempo, thrashy stuff. Don't like it as much as the Day do, but it's pretty good. And my friend Ross from Blessed Awful recommended this to me. This is Junior Achievement. What is this called? Fade to Black. This is a punk band from hardcore punk, kind of melodic hardcore California style, although I think they were from Arizona or something like that. I could be wrong. It's really good, like kind of TSOL-y, kind of melodic hardcore punk stuff. Not familiar from the era, from the early 80s. Not a modern band doing a worship thing. Just I'd never heard them. All right. And I got this Vasifor 3 CD thing. It's a New Zealand black metal band. Lots of really long songs, like almost the suicidal depressive stuff, kind of close to that, but more raw and like in the vein of something like early Samael kind of. Not really been in the mood for stuff like this so much lately, but it's kind of a good in the background stuff. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, so it works well with that. All right, so without further ado, we got 8 people watching. Let's pull these winners here. Let's see who won some fine items. All right. So I fixed my camera a little bit. So I decided that it would be fun if I involved I don't know if you can hear me okay. Kind of turn my mic towards me here. I thought it'd be fun if I involved a leaf blower. This would be a good way to mix up. I have a bunch of pieces of paper in here. I was going to do ping pong balls again. I did that with my first contest, but I just didn't have time to pick any of them up. There's a bunch of crumpled up pieces of paper with the names of the winners in here. I'm going to put this in here And I tried this out in the garage and it sprayed the paper bits everywhere. I hope I've got them all back. You know, I'm not missing any. So that's going to happen again. And I'll just grab some off the floor. All right. Ooh, my hair stuck in there. All right, you ready? Here we go. My wife's working from home downstairs. She's going to kill me. All right. All over the floor. Let's see. Grab this one and this one and this one. There we go. So, number one, I'll decide who wins what later. The initial prize, to remind you, they're behind me. I'm not going to grab them, is a Funeral tape. Great Chicago, kind of slower death metal stuff. Got re-released recently on cassette, originally recorded in the mid-90s. Funeral Nation, another Chicago death metal band from the same era, also on cassette. And the Santa Sangre discography double LP on Closed Casket Productions. Beautiful, well done reissue of a great metallic hardcore band from Syracuse, from the hometown. All right. Oh, awesome. First winner was an email entry, Christine C., a regular watcher of the channel, comments pretty frequently. Real cool person, about my age, roughly, and also from my area. In the email that she sent just last night, she was talking about how she grew up, I believe, in the Utica area, which is not far at all from where I grew up. Real cool. She had evolving opinions on Black Sabbath, like a late comer to Sabbath. And she also mentioned how she was kind of into the new American wave of heavy metal-ish stuff from like the late aughts, like Shadows Fall and bands like that, and how they haven't really held up for her very well. And I totally feel that. I wasn't super into that stuff, but I listened to that first Shadows Fall record before Brian Fair joined, and it has its moments, but yeah, definitely like production style and all that kind of stuff, like didn't hold up for me either. All right. Now, let me just see if there's anything going on in the chat. Oh, 14 people watching. All right, cool. No, okay. Yeah. All right, next winner. All right, Strange Radius. Next one. That, I believe, was another email entry. And then finally, a recent entry in a fairly new channel, I think, Joe's Metal Man Cave. So I should put links to all these, like, and compile them. That's what I'll do. I'll compile them and put them in the notes for this when it's posted, so everybody can check out. Because there were a lot of entries. There were a bunch of channels I wasn't familiar with, which was really cool. And you know, I was pretty kind of not overwhelmed. You know, I'm hard to phase, but super impressed and happy with like the amount of people that entered, which is why I want to do 3 winners. So yeah, congratulations, Christine and Strange Radius and Joe's Metal Man Cave. I'm trying to remember if Strange Radius was a channel or an email. That's how many I got, and I have a shitty memory. If it was a channel, I will put the link, obviously, for that. So there we go. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go back to playing Elden Ring and, you know, probably drink a beer because it's my birthday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And not too much to say else other than that. Thanks for entering, everyone. I am still working on that early 90s thrash video. I'm actually writing it like properly and putting thought into it. So it's taking me forever because that requires work. And as we know, I'm kind of lazy. So thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone. Yeah, take care. Talk to you soon. And Ground Zero out. Happy birthday to me.